In bustling high school, a gang of students gathered in the gym for a spirited game of volleyball. Among them was a young lad named Nozomi Nanashima, who sprinted after the ball like a turbocharged cheetah. Little did he know that his speedy pursuit would lead to a hilarious mishap. As fate would have it, Nozomu accidentally collided with a plump girl named Kae Serinuma, who was minding her own business on the sidelines. The collision was so intense that poor Ka keeled over and fainted on the spot. In a flash, the school whisked her away to the infirmary, and her loyal friend Amane Nakano stuck by her side, waiting for her to regain consciousness. Now let me introduce you to Kae, a second-year high school student and a member of the history club. She had a unique passion. She was what they call a fujoshi, someone who gets super excited about seeing two guys together. When night fell, Kae's routine was set. She hunkered down to watch her beloved anime, the incredible Mirage Saga. Oh boy, did she have a crush on Sien, one of the male characters. But tragedy struck that fateful night as she witnessed Sien's untimely demise on screen. It hit her like a ton of bricks, and she secluded herself in her room for a whole week, heartbroken. Concerned for his sister, Kae's older brother, Takuro, decided it was time to intervene. He barged into her room expecting to find the same old Kae. Imagine his shock when he discovered a stunningly beautiful woman in her place. Kae herself was astounded by the drastic changes she had undergone after a week of fasting and wallowing in the pain of her anime crush's demise. As Kae stepped into the school premises, her classmates were gobsmacked. They couldn't believe their eyes. The once ordinary Kae Serinuma had transformed into a stunning beauty with a perfect body. It was like a magical makeover. Naturally, this sudden change didn't go unnoticed by the guys at school. Four dashing lads, Yusuke Igarashi and Nozomi Nanashima, who were Kae's classmates, Hayato Shinomiya, a first-year health committee member, and Asuma Matsumi, the charismatic president of the history club, were immediately smitten. They wasted no time and boldly asked Kae out on a date, all at once. Can you imagine that? And so our girl Kae found herself in a whirlwind of romance, juggling not one, not two, but four charming suitors. They all went to the cinema together, sharing laughter and popcorn. But fate had an interesting twist in store for our quirky heroine. On their way back from the movie theater, they stumbled upon a shop teeming with Mirage Saga merchandise, dedicated to none other than Kae's beloved anime crush, Sien. Oh, the temptation was real. Kae, determined to keep her otaku side under wraps, fought the urge to splurge on the limited edition goodies. Alas, resistance was futile. The allure of Sien's merchandise was too strong for our anime-loving girl. She surrendered to the pull and couldn't help but indulge in her passion. But lo and behold, the four boys didn't bat an eye. They somehow sensed Kae's secret obsession with anime and, to her surprise, embraced it with open arms. In the blink of an eye, the scene shifts to the locker room, where Kae finds herself approached by two enthusiastic girls from the women's soccer club. They desperately need her help because one of their players is injured. Now here's the thing. Kae doesn't know the first thing about soccer, but that doesn't dampen her spirits. She's determined to lend a hand. Seeing Kae's unwavering determination and serious attitude, Nanashima comes to her aid. As luck would have it, he used to be quite the soccer player himself, who we've guessed. Together, they embark on a crazy training session, and guess what? Kae, the soccer newbie, turns out to be a natural talent. They give it their all and end up triumphing in a glorious match. Talk about an underdog story. But wait, there's more. Summer vacation is just around the corner, and poor Kae faces a terrible predicament. If she doesn't improve her grades, she'll be stuck attending extra classes while everyone else is soaking up the sun. Oh no! Luckily, Asuma and the gang catch wind of her plight and rally to her side. They become her study buddies, helping her through thick and thin. Eventually, Kae achieves a satisfactory grade and earns her ticket to a well-deserved summer vacation. Great. But the excitement doesn't stop there. Kae's school gears up for a spectacular cultural festival. Each class must showcase something unique and captivating. Guess what idea Kae's class comes up with? A maid cafe. It's a bit embarrassing for Shinomiya because, surprise, surprise, the class decides to put on a dramatic performance where Shinomiya will play the role of a princess. Talk about stepping out of your comfort zone. As the day winds down, the four young men find themselves in a heated argument, vying for Kae's attention. They can't seem to agree on how to handle their shared affection for her. But fear not, they finally reach a compromise. They come up with a schedule, taking turns dating Kae one by one. It's like a romantic dance, but with dating instead of actual dancing. Let's dive into the thrilling festival day. Kae finds herself going on dates with each of the four boys, one after another. But here's the twist. Kae had this wild idea that the boys might actually like each other and date each other instead of her. It made her feel uneasy, and she couldn't help but burst into tears. Poor Kae. Seeing her upset, Nanashima and the gang decided they wouldn't let her be alone with any of them. One fine day, Kate takes the boys to an incredible anime exhibition. That's where the bomb drops. Kae's secret as a Fujoshi is revealed. Just as they were enjoying the exhibition, a bunch of creepy photographers started bothering Kae. But fear not, for salvation comes in the form of an androgynous savior named Shima Nishina. Turns out, Shima is a first-year student at the same school as Kae, hailing from a wealthy family and excelling in both sports and arts. And guess what? She's a Fujoshi too. It's a match made in fangirl heaven. Impressed by Shima's enthusiasm, she invites Kae and the handsome boys to her place. And boy, oh boy, they are greeted by a collection of action figures from various anime. All of the boys love theme. But here's the cherry on top. Shima is head over heels for Sien, just like Kae. She's got a mountain of Sien merchandise that leaves Kae in awe. One day, Kae decides to enter a competition where she has to make chocolate in the shape of Sien. Sounds delicious, right? Well, it turns out Kae's talent in chocolate making is, let's just say it's not her strong suit. The results are a total mess. And as fate would have it, when Kae returns to school, she notices that she has gained weight again. What? How did that happen? Well, it turns out she unknowingly devoured all the remaining chocolate. Oops. Seeing Kae upset about her weight gain, Nanashima and the gang step up their game. They train her and cheer her on to help her shed those pounds and reach her ideal weight once more. With unwavering determination and some seriously intense workouts, Kae starts to shed the weight and transforms into an even more stunning version of herself. One fine day, Kae and Nishina found themselves in a fierce argument because they couldn't agree on their favorite anime. The dispute went on for days with no end in sight. But fear not, for our hero Nanashima and the gang swooped in to save the day. They put on their peacemaking hats and worked tirelessly to mend the broken friendship. With the misunderstanding sorted, Kae, Nishina, and the four handsome lads decided to embark on a thrilling journey to an island. And what's the plan? To pay a visit to the grave of a legendary anime character revered by otakus far and wide. Talk about a pilgrimage. As they set foot on the island, our adventurous crew settled into a humble hotel. Excitement filled the air as they made their way to the sacred tomb. But hold on to your hats, because Asuma had some shocking news to share. Brace yourselves. The tomb they had come to visit was actually a grave without a head. According to the locals, the head had to be buried separately due to a cursed legacy. Spooky, right? Night fell, and the unexpected took a sinister turn. Kae and the gang found themselves trapped in a vivid hallucination where they battled evil spirits. What on earth was happening? Well, it turns out the hallucination wasn't some supernatural phenomenon. Nope. It was the sneaky head chef at the hotel who accidentally served them a dish infused with poisonous mushrooms. Yikes. A few days later, we catch Nanashima busting out some dance moves called Pure Pure Moon. Why, you ask? Well, he's dancing his heart out to please his adorable little sister. Talk about sibling love. Now, Nanashima and the gang have a brilliant plan. They want to ask Kae out on a date. But hold your horses. Kae throws a curveball and turns down their invitation. Turns out, our dear Kae has run out of money after their island escapade. Determined to get her hands on the latest anime merchandise, Kae decides to take up a part-time job at an amusement park. And guess what? Nishina and the gang jump right in to help. They're all in this together. Let's see who's doing what at the amusement park, shall we? Igarashi takes charge of leading an exhilarating cruise. Nishina becomes a cafe waiter, serving up tasty treats. Shinomiya is all set to dazzle as a princess in one of the shows. Asuma dons mascot costumes and sells balloons to the visitors. And as for Nanashima and Kae, they become members of the Moon Castle, bringing joy and entertainment to the park's visitors. How did Nanashima land this role, you ask? Well, it turns out he had the dance moves down pat, thanks to practicing with his younger sister at home. Talk about hidden talents. As Nanashima and Kae train together, their bond grows stronger by the minute. But wait, drama alert. One day, while practicing, Nanashima suddenly collapses from exhaustion. In his dreamlike state, he envisions doing something improper to Kae. But here's the twist. It's not just a dream. He's actually doing it. Oh no. Kae feels hurt and refuses to meet Nanashima. Seeing the pain he caused, Nanashima tries to explain the truth and deeply regrets his actions. Lucky for him, Kae senses his sincerity and forgives him. Phew. They patch things up and become good friends once again. Now get ready for a luxurious vacation. Nishina extends an invitation to Kae and the gang to unwind at her family's lavish seaside villa. Picture-perfect views and endless fun await them there. Hold on tight, folks, because we're diving into some intense moments. Picture this. Shinomiya, feeling a bit insecure, gazes into the bathroom mirror. He notices that his physique is much thinner and petite compared to Igarashi and the rest of the gang. Oh, confidence taking a hit. Before hitting the beach, Kae and the crew decide to grab a bite at a nearby diner. Little did they know, trouble was lurking in the shadows. A group of delinquent dudes had their eyes on Kae and Nishina, aiming to charm their way into their hearts. But fear not. Asuma, Igarashi, and Manashima, tall and burly lads, step up to the plate. They defend the girls and show the delinquents who's boss. And where was Shinomiya during all this? Well, let's just say he found his safe spot hiding behind the three mighty defenders. We all have our moments, right? As the day progresses and the sun begins to set, Nishina invites everyone to a fabulous barbecue party. But hold on tight because danger strikes again. A snake slithers his way towards Kae. In a heroic rush, Shinomiya leaps to the rescue, but alas, he stumbles and drops the perfectly cooked meat. Oh no, the tragedy. Feeling guilty and doubting his abilities, Shinomiya's insecurities get the better of him. He decides it's best for him to leave. But fear not, dear readers, for Kae won't let him go without a fight. It's nighttime, pouring rain, and they find themselves seeking shelter in an abandoned hospital building. Little did they know, fate had a twisted sense of humor. The delinquents from the diner encounter them once again. They see Kae, accompanied by a seemingly weak and slender young man, and they dare to approach. But Shinomiya won't stand idly by. He gathers his courage and stands up to the delinquents. But wait, the cavalry arrives just in time. Igarashi and the gang storm in and give those delinquents a taste of their own medicine. Justice served. One day, Asuma discovers a treasure map in the history club room. Oh boy, talk about an unexpected find. With hearts full of anticipation, Asuma invites Kae and the rest of the crew to join him on an adventure to a mysterious island. But wait, trouble arises. As they explore a dark and eerie cave, Kae and Asuma get separated from the rest of the group. What could have caused this predicament? Turns out, Asuma has a deep-seated fear of the dark, thanks to his mischievous older brother who once locked him in a pitch-black room when he was little. Poor Asuma. Undeterred by the bats and their unexpected detour, our brave duo presses on. They follow the map diligently and finally arrive at their destination, brimming with excitement for the treasure that awaits them. But oh no, plot twist. They find no treasure at all. Instead, a mischievous note left by Asuma's older brother greets them. It was all just a prank. Sneaky older siblings, right? Now fast forward to the next day. Brace yourselves because a surprising guest makes their entrance. It's none other than Asuma's older brother, Kazuma, who joins the school as an apprentice teacher. And guess what? Kazuma is just as handsome as Asuma, causing a wave of adoration among the girls. Talk about sibling rivalry on a whole new level. But hold on tight because the story takes an intriguing turn. When Kazuma returns home from school, he finds Kae diligently cleaning the history club room. With a mischievous glint in his eyes, he tries to charm her by dangling the tantalizing bait of a rare sea and action figure from Mirage Saga. Oh, the temptation. But wait for it. Asuma comes to the rescue. He bursts in and proudly declares that Kae is his one and only lover. Oh, the drama. When Nanashima and the gang hear Asuma's claims about Kae being his lover, they're not happy campers. They scold Asuma and express their annoyance. But hold on, here's the twist. Kazuma finally realizes that Kae is not Asuma's girlfriend. It turns out Asuma said that just to keep Kazuma away from Kae, sneaky, right? Asuma and the gang hatch a plan to deal with Kazuma, who is a bit reckless and openly pursuing Kae's affection. Understanding the trauma his younger brother has carried since childhood, Kazuma takes matters into his own hands. He locks poor Asuma in his school locker. Oh no, the drama. Fear not, for our heroes, Nanashima and the others, quickly come to the rescue. They discover Asuma's predicament and lend a helping hand. Phew, disaster averted. But the story doesn't stop there, my friends. Kazuma challenges Asuma to a high-stakes card game. The wager? If Asuma wins, Kazuma promises to never approach Kae again. The game begins, and at first, Kazuma takes the lead. It looks like all hope is lost. But wait, with Kae and the gang cheering him on, Asuma finds a surge of strength. He fights back and emerges victorious. Talk about a comeback. After this intense showdown, Asuma does something unexpected. He invites Nanashima, Igarashi, Shinomiya, and even Nishina to openly express their love for Kae. Now here's where it gets interesting. Even though Nishina is also a girl, she has developed strong feelings for Kae, especially after Kae's heartfelt praises for Nishina's artwork. Kae's encouragement and support have sparked a fierce rivalry among the four young men as they vie for Kae's attention and affection. Once our gang expressed their love for Kae, she found herself in a confusing predicament. Who should she choose? So Kae decides to go on individual dates with each of them to get to know them better. But hold on tight because things take an unexpected turn. After going on dates with all of them, Kae is left even more confused. She realizes that she genuinely likes all of them. Oh no, the conundrum deepens. After much contemplation, Kae makes a courageous decision. She chooses not to choose any of them as her lover. Shocking, right? Instead, she stands by her firm belief as a happy Fujoshi. She remains loyal to Sien, her beloved character from Mirage Saga, even though Sien is no longer around. It's a decision that leaves Asuma and the gang shocked yet understanding. They recognize Kae's unwavering devotion to Sien. But here's the beautiful part, my friends. Despite not becoming Kaz lovers, they all remain incredible friends. The bond they share continues to grow stronger, and their friendship with one another blossoms. Love may not have worked out romantically, but their camaraderie shines brighter than ever.